Have you gone head-to-head with Rashawn?
Yeah, definitely.
How's that go?
It's really great to go against Rashawn. Obviously, he's one of the best in the country. So it's great practice for us every day, just getting to go against him and practice our technique. And, you don't want to go against someone easy. So we get better every day going against him, so it's great.
When you hear about a guy like him and you're like, oh, I'm going to be his teammate and all the hype he had, now that you've had a year just being here playing with him, has he lived up to the hype so far?
Yeah, definitely. He's a great player. He works hard. I think he's becoming a leader on the defense. So it's great to be his teammate. I enjoy it. I enjoy working with him, going against him in practice. So it's all great.
How's Khalid handled tight ends?
Yeah, Khalid, he's one of the main defenders we go against in the pass game. He's very good at defending us. It's always a challenge when he's out there. But once again, he makes us better too every day. So we really get to compete against him in the pass game, trying to get open on him. So it's good competition.
I think it was Partridge who someone said he was a violent hitter. I mean, can you elaborate a little bit more on his game? How does he play, practice?
Yeah, he can do it all. He's kind of like, he's playing Jabril's position from last year. So, he can cover tight ends. He can come down, fill in the run game. He's really explosive and will fill that hole and hit that running back. So better watch out when he's coming downhill.
How does that benefit you guys as tight ends? Because, imagine last year practicing against Jabril, he was usually assigned to tight ends, most athletic players on the offense. How's that helped you guys, like Khalid and Jabril?
Yeah, obviously Jabril was a fantastic player, and Khalid's right behind him, so I think it just benefits us getting to go against him in practice, who might be one of the best in the country at his position. So it's just, like I said, great competition going against him, and it gets us better.
You only had the one season with Jay Harbaugh, but how has it been different this year with Greg Fry there?
I think two different personalities between Coach Jay and Coach Fry, but it's definitely been a clean switch. Coach Jay was a great coach. Coach Fry is also a great coach, and I think Coach Fry, helps us in the run game with all his past experience coaching the O-line. So I think that's been great, and Coach Jay helped us in the pass game. So I think it's really the best of both worlds.
Sorry if you've been asked this already, but with last year, Jake was obviously the number one guy. This year, there's a number of you guys who can fill that role. Is the room different in that way this year?
I don't know if it's different because we all think we can play, and all of us played last year on different packages. I know Jake was the main guy, but TJ played, Ian played, Devin Asiasi played. So there's definitely a lot of roles to fill, and we all think we can help the team win and play on Saturdays.
When you factor in, not only Greg Fry coming in, but Pep coming in as passing game coordinator, how does that change kind of the dynamic not only for you guys but passing game in general?
Yeah, Coach Pep is a great coach. He's brought in he changed a lot of the terms in the passing game, so that was a little bit of a switch. But that was what the spring was for, was to learn those terms, get used to his style of offense, and I think it's really beneficial for us, and it's been a great switch.
Talking to TJ over the summer, he said that you were the best mechanics of any tight end he'd ever seen. Was that type of thing something that was more learned, or did you kind of come into Michigan kind of with that skill set?
Yeah, it was definitely learned. Watching Jake, watching even TJ and Ian last year. Definitely learned from just practicing every day, attacking every day, and trying to pick up little things from Jake on the route running. Watch TJ in the run game. So definitely all of that's learned, and it's really high praise from TJ there.
How different is the room now this year compared to last year without him there?
It's not that much different because we're all competing for that starting job, and we all think we can contribute to the team and make plays. And last year, a lot of guys contributed, made plays. So I really don't think it's so much different.
What's it like from your guys' perspective with John and Wilton competing for that top spot? What have you noticed about both of those guys?
They're both great quarterbacks, and they're both really trying really hard in camp, competing. It's been friendly competition, and I'm fine with either of them. And as long as they throw the tight ends the ball when we're open, it's all good with me.
When you look at Jake, I think last year 51 receptions, or 46, and the year before like around 50, 51. Does that excite you guys, knowing that tight end, like you mentioned earlier, tight ends are becoming a bigger part of the offense?
Yeah, I think they've always been a big part of the offense. We have a lot of sets with 2, 3 tight ends. So Coach Pep loves his tight ends, and we're definitely a big part of the offense in the pass and run game.
How do you think Wilton has handled the competition and all the other things that surround it? I mean, do you feel like he's stayed pretty grounded through this whole process?
Yeah, it's similar to last year. John and Wilt, they both love the competition. They thrive in it. So I think it's really great for the team that they're both getting better every day by competing against each other. So truly the best one will win, and the best one will help us out a lot.
Nate Sheenley gets a lot of praise here and there from receivers and coaches as someone who also exceeded recruiting expectations. I mean, what has he done to put himself into that conversation?
Yeah, Nate Shanley he's a great receiver. He comes in every day. He's very mechanically sound and really quick. He might be one of the quickest receivers on the team. So that definitely helps him out. He runs great routes, has great hands. So it just adds to our receiving depth. And we have a lot of receivers that can make plays this year.
Do you think he wasn't recruited as highly as he was?
I'm not sure. Maybe I guess coaches just looked over him. I'm not sure.
When you look at the offensive line, Ben was out here. Could you talk about maybe how the offensive line is sort of coming together? I mean, you had Mason and Ben, obviously, two mainstays. But with Ben in particular, has he stepped up as more of a leader, even though he's also still a young guy? Or?
Yeah, I think Ben's definitely stepped up. Mason's stepped up too. They're leading the O-line. We got a bunch of young guys. So they both stepped up, and the O-line's really shaping up right now. Clicking together, getting really solid on protections and in the run game. So it's looking good.
What makes Ben so good at such a young age? I know he's a great high school player, but is it just knowledge, just his work ethic?
Yeah, he's a really smart guy in school and on the field, and he has great technique. He always wants to get better. He always listens to Coach Drebno, the advice he gives him, and takes it to heart, works on it, day in and day out, and I think he's just a really great player.
Got time for one or two more questions. When you look at the receiving core, there's so many options. A guy like Eddie, is he kind of stepping up with Crawford as the older guys now? Or?
Yeah, Eddie's been a leader, believe it or not, in the receiving group. And, because there's so many young guys that just came in. So Eddie played last year, obviously. He made some great plays. And he's kind of showing them the young guys how to work, how to do it. And, it's going to be a great year for him.
Your region, you're from New England, obviously, and Michigan seems to keep on bringing in more and more guys from your area, especially Don Brown being here. But a lot of you seem to be under-recruited. Is there something special about your region that maybe people aren't noticing?
I don't know if there's anything special, but, a lot of the guys on the team from New England, Morris, Ben Mason, myself, I just think, we're a little under-recruited maybe, and, we got that chip on our shoulder, that good work ethic, and, we just come in and work hard every day and try to make ourselves better.